Unreal, man. The whole shit just crashed. Wow. Okay, so we are back. God damn it. We are back. Let me see if I can reclaim everyone who is actually watching the show. My apologies, but it does appear that the software actually crashed. Have no explanation other than the fact that HPs fucking suck. And now I have to hopefully get everybody back. So bear with us. But the first joint you just heard was my man Sincere Scott, and I know he's probably still in the broadcast or finally catching this one. And we're gonna do this again, man. This is the Play It or Slay It show. I'm your boy Shango the Don Raga. Unfortunately, we just had a computer crash. I have no idea why that happened, but we're back up. So we're just gonna start everything over again, man. So the first joint of the night is gonna be my man Sincere Scott, aka Sincerely Yours. He's got a brand new joint called Hold It Down. She Holds It Down. Now, if you are familiar with the name Sincere, that's because he used to live here in Hawaii, and the boy performed in a lot of places. He was being produced heavily by the late great Mo Love, may he forever rest in peace, and put out some really solid R&B projects. And the thing about Hawaii is you don't always find a lot of R&B singers, especially young male R&B singers, that grind half as heavy as Sincere was. No matter what other people might want to say or whatnot, that boy was out here getting it. You understand what I'm talking about? He was out here doing it. So I highly encourage R&B artists, pop artists, send us your songs, man, because it's not just about hip-hop. And I want to make that very, very clear. The Play It or Slay It show is not solely dedicated to introducing hip-hop artists. We want R&B artists and pop artists, even reggae artists, reggaeton artists. If you're doing reggaeton and you're looking for a platform like this to get your music exposed, by all means, hit me up, send me your tracks, man, and let's get it on here and let the folks hear it and let them decide. But getting back to the broadcast, man, let's hear it one more time. My man Sincerely Yours, She Holds It Down.
I need a rider. I need a rider. I need a rider. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, Mr. R&B. I don't understand why you let him play you the way he do. I know that you love him, girl, but he don't see what I see in you. Girl, you're so beautiful, body of a goddess. Your presence is incredible. Can I just be honest? What's crazy is I knew you fake. Don't ever wanna see you hurt. No, I don't. I'm calling this a love thing. Oh, I wanna see all of your feelings. He ain't got it like me. They call me Mr. R&B. I can give you everything that you need. He ain't on it like I'm on it. And let me fuck you till the morning. I need a rider, I'm a soldier. I stay up now, she's down for me. You are the one that I've been looking for. Tell me, are you ready? Cause shorty, I'm for sure she holds it down. Yeah, she holds it down for me. She holds it down, she holds it down. Yeah, she does, she holds it down for me. Oh, she holds it down. He don't even pay attention. Every time you change your hair, he don't even compliment you, girl. Every time I see you, I can't help but stare. See, I know what you're worth, girl. The finest on this earth, girl. Oh, we can get away. I can take you to a place where you won't even see a familiar face. I'm calling this a love thing. Oh, I wanna see all of your feelings. He ain't got it like me. They call me Mr. R&B. I can give you everything that you need. Yeah. He ain't on it like I'm on it. And let me fuck you till the morning. I need a ride around my soul journey. I stay up now, she's down for me. You are the one that I've been looking for. Tell me, are you ready? Cause shorty, I'm for sure she holds it down. She holds it down. Yeah. She holds it down for me. Oh, she holds it down. She holds it down. She holds it down. Yes, it does. She holds it down for me. Oh, she holds it down. She holds it down. She holds it down. Yeah, yeah. She holds it down for me. She holds it down. She holds it down. Yeah, yeah. She holds it down for me.
All right, we are back inside the Player the Slayer show with your boy Shango the Don Raga. That was my man Sincerely Yours with She Holds It Down. My apologies for the little debacle a little bit earlier. System crashed. Can't do nothing about that. Comes with the territory when you're doing a show live and you're doing it online. Sometimes the computer has a mind of its own, I guess. But that was Sincerely Yours from my man Sincere Scott. R&B artist doing the damn thing. One thing that I like about the way Sincere puts a song together, I mean, obviously the boy can sing, and I mean sing. I like the fact that R&B has kind of changed to the point where you can be 100% real and still, you know, be superbly entertaining, you know. So I will definitely be playing that. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but let's go to the Facebook Live feed real quick and see what Facebook is saying. Philip Kareem Jenkins just gave fires all across the board. Devious Didi Buttons agrees with Philip. She also wants to get that on CD so she can sport it when she riding and give you some promo, my brother. So you definitely may want to get it to her. I agree with Didi Button's estimate that, you know, we should have him perform, but Sincere can tell you himself, you know, whenever I had the opportunity to put him on stage when he was actually here in the great 808 state of Hawaii, you know, I took full advantage because talent like that needs to be seen and heard. It really, really does. So props to my man Sincere. Keep doing what you're doing. I know you're doing big things over there in the mainland right now, working with Whammo Studios and whatnot. So be sure to drop all of your social media tags within the thread so that people can check you out, man, and follow you on your next journey as you're working on your next album. So mad love going out to my man Sincere Scott, aka Sincerely Yours, and his joint She Holds It Down. You'll be able to hear it on RudeBoyRadio808.com. If you haven't done so already, you know, while you're on your phone, while you got your phone in your hand, because you can always come back, I'll be here. While you got your phone in your hand, you can go on the Google Store, Google Play, or you can go on the App Store and download that free Rude Boy Radio 808 mobile app. All right? That way you can hear talented artists like my man Sincere Scott a lot of other good artists from Hawaii as well as abroad, and your favorite major label stars and all their latest releases that corporate radio just doesn't seem to want to pick up. You understand? What they won't play, we play. That's how we get down. Rude Boy Radio 808. Now, moving along. Definitely want to play this joint from another Hawaii artist. Her name is Mimi. You can definitely find her just by checking Mimi Music or Mimi Mako, M-A-K-O. She is a young lady here in Hawaii doing pop R&B. She's done some pretty big things so far. She has a great management team behind her. She was the only local artist who was on stage as an opener for the KRUD-DB Sublime Snoop Dogg event that popped off at the Aloha Stadium. She was the only local artist that was invited to be an opener. The only one. So that should let you know the level of talent at which this young lady is operating. I don't know who her management team is, but they are getting her some really seriously good looks. She has had songs featuring Nomad. She's got a hot joint out right now featuring NLE Shada. So hats off to Miss Mimi. But she put this song together. It's called Peace and Love, and you guys should really pay attention to the song because she's talking about a lot of heavy stuff that's been going on as of late, you know, with the mass shootings and bombings all around the world. The most recent one being in El Paso, Texas. And our hearts and our prayers and our love go out to anybody and everybody affected by that recent shooting in El Paso. So let's get into this joint from her. It's called Peace and Love. This is Mimi, Peace and Love, Inside Play of the Sled. I'm your boy Shingo the Don Raga. Okay, so that didn't work. Strange things happening over here. Strange things. So let's try something else then. Let's try something else. Okay, since we can't get Mimi up, at least not right at the moment, we'll keep it moving. Keep it moving towards another track and see if this works.
That's all day we parlay. That's all day we parlay. 20 verse on stage.
Action featuring Josh Sun, 808 all day, Hawaii anthem. Play of the Sled, so cast your votes.
Sunset, now we bound with a blunt lit. Bout mine to get done quick. 808, I'm plugged in. Been blessed, but I've been less. From the bench, now I bench press. Been up, but I've been pressed. So strong, it's endless. H&L, that's the place I dwell. Paper long, no paper trail. Push it hard if you pay me well. I made it big from a dirty scale. 808, where I lay my head. If you make it here, then you're making bread. Wish them luck, don't break a leg. I never care what a hater said. All I know is I get mine. Hold it down for the H.I. Low high state, we stay blind from the daytime to the nighttime. It's all good, it's all fine. No breaks, no halftime. It's all good, it's all fine. No breaks, no halftime. 808 all day, 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 808 all day,
which gear I always match. Sat in line just to cop a hat so many times I can't call exact. They know me here, I always grab a decade plus, been dropping racks. Support the cause, they're giving back. We light it up just like a match. The dopest lines from first to last. A natural skill, can't purchase that. Riding waves, he'll surf the track. You can spend all day in my shirts and hats. Till limited when I come to fit it or a snapback. Got a gimmick, yo, I push it to the limit when I gotta have that. Some call it a habit, some call me an addict with a new era flag. Got the beat on the fabric. I'm talking OE stacks in the high cams. Scripts and the lucky cats. Box logos, even down to sweet homes. In-store and online drops, always be gone. I'm swagged out, can't fuck with me. Cause I live a life of luxury. And haters hate, but we do it all day for the 808. 808 all day, 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 808 all day. 808, that's all day we parlay. Go hard, give it all, man. Ball hard, no ball game. 808, 808, 808, 808, all day, every day, all day, hey.
Well, still experiencing a few little technical difficulties, but we're going to figure it out. We're going to work it out. Don't worry about it. In the meantime, enjoy this one. Lord Jordan, drop it. Miss Didi gave Action a thumbs up to play it. I don't know about you, but I just see asses shaking all over the
Girl,
club.
I'ma drop it and pick it up. Bet if I hit it, feel like a glove. Sorry, I'm not looking for your love, but all of that ass make me wanna rub. Drop it, 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 drop it. Now when she drop it, I flip it, I get it and rip it. It's R.I.P. fatality where I finish shit. Get over here, I just get like a John Deere tractor. Sit on me cause that ass matter. Back that ass up on my Johnson. Presidential mouth like Clinton or Washington. I act like I didn't know what was popping until we get home and that ass turn a mosh pit. Fast with the flow, spaz on a hoe. Easy to grab after a show, bring it to the home. Low kid freak, she ain't even know till she in the room and gave Denzel Dimmadome. I'm not Timmy Turner, don't wish for a burner. I just wish Ferraris for all of my circle. And of course some pretty beauties that are down. Told her just like monthly bills come back around. Boot it up, not boost and then boot her out. That Uber come fast after that Uber mouth. Girl, I'm not paying for you, it's a drought. How am I getting home? Better figure it out. After I'm done getting all of my fix, I just work and I work until that weekend hits. I pull up to the club for the next fine ass chicken. Just watch her booty and be hit when she drop it. Drop it, 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 drop it,
All right. That was my man Lord Jordan, one half of Wavy Souls, with his joint called Drop It. Before that, We saw the video for Jason Action 808 All Day. Got thumbs up from Miss Dee watching on Facebook. Want to thank everybody that's tuning in via the Facebook Live page. If you haven't done so already, be sure to like the Play It or Slay It Facebook Live page. So every time we're broadcasting live, you'll get that notification. Boom, be in the house for the show. Having some issues tonight with some of the playback on the other videos from last night's show, and I'm not sure if that's because the drive that contained the videos wasn't connected to the computer at the time it was turned on or what. And I kind of want to restart the program, but I don't want to lose everybody that's inside the broadcast right now, and I definitely don't want to stop the streams from going out. So we're going to keep working on it, and hopefully, we get this thing figured out, we get it all sorted out. Going to keep things moving along, and unfortunately, disclaimer, some of the videos that I'm going to play in the show on the playback of the live stream, after the live stream ends and you run across it on Facebook, one of the Facebook groups where we're sharing the broadcast and whatnot, the audio might be muted, and that all depends on the distribution arrangements that some of the artists have, when they send their songs out to other companies like TuneCore, CD Baby, DistroKid, just to name a few. If those companies have a contractual relationship with Facebook with regards to content, and the artists opt in for monetization and sync licensing and all of that, what that does is give those companies permission to upload those songs into their software, which tracks the plays of those songs all over the internet. That's how the artists get paid, by the songs being streamed, by them songs being downloaded, by the videos being watched on YouTube and whatnot. Because what other companies will do is, if they like the song enough, they'll pick the song up, throw it on a commercial, something like that, and the artists need to be paid for that. That's a part of the whole royalties thing. So no disrespect at all to the artists who opt for monetization and sync licensing of their songs. I just want to keep throwing that disclaimer out there, because I've gotten hit back by some of the artists, wondering how come their song is muted after they check out the playback, the following day of the show being broadcast live and whatnot. It's not me doing anything. It's nothing wrong with my equipment or my software. That's just how it is with Facebook's current algorithm as far as music content. If you have, the song being distributed through TuneCore or something like that on playback, 9 times out of 10, that software is going to catch the play of your song and mute the audio here. However, we simulcast the show, or I simulcast the show on YouTube Live. I also simulcast on Periscope TV, and I simulcast at chew.tv.com. Chew like you chewing food. .tv. You can go there and catch the playback of this broadcast. So don't worry, your music is definitely still being heard. Your videos are still playing as normal on those other platforms. So don't even trip on it. So we're going to get into this one from Willie G, and this one's kind of a big deal, because Willie G actually has a great collaboration on this track with Stupid Young. And Stupid Young is getting looks all over the place. He's hot on the West Coast and the mainland, and has some really big collaborations of his own right. And he also brought in Young Maine. Now, a lot of people, the first few times I played the video, they didn't like Young Maine's verse. They said, he should have been left off the song or whatever. But given the track, given the nature of the track and the subject matter, and just the general statement that's being made by the song, I think that the artists selected for the track were appropriate. Everyone always has room to improve. I don't want to just straight out dog nobody. Me myself, I like the song. I like the song a lot. I like the way the video was done, using all local people in it and everything like that. So mad props to Willie G, man, for including basically his entire community in his video. That's showing love to your hood, and hopefully he gets that love right back. But let's get into this track, man. It's called What's Your Name, and the artist is Willie G, featuring Stupid Young and Young Maine.
Stop, what? Who that is? Ain't nobody vouching for him, shit, let's see what it is. I'm like what they saying. I'ma pull up on a nigga like, what's your name? That's on gang. Put that on the hood. Fresh up out the jungle, boy, to wish a nigga would. Wish you niggas could get like this. Huh? Phone blowing up, you need to check your bitch. Boy, you seen my clip. Don't act brave. Ask about you in the hood, nobody know your name. Who you kin? Oh, so silly. Ask about me in the city, niggas gon' know Willie. Boy, these niggas can't hang where I hang. Claim what I claim. Got them all jocking how I does my thing. I'm a real nigga, real facts. What's in the field, nigga? Yo, chain, run that, you know the deal, nigga. Hood talk, hood slang, my hood bang, never switch sides. Stay loyal, we maintain, nigga. Let's ride, squad up, that's gang, nigga. Burn stripes, turf right. What's your name, nigga? Hold up. What's your name? Where you from? Set you claim, nigga, huh? Is that right? Well, I need to see it to believe it, nigga. Earn your stripes. I'm like, huh? What's your name? What's your name, nigga? What's your name? Yeah, I know your squad, I know your crew, I know your peoples, but I don't know you. Tell me what's your name? Name, nigga, what's your name? Name, nigga, what's your name? Name, nigga, what's your name?
Nigga, what's your name? Cause I ain't heard of you. My name ring bells in every avenue. In the fucking streets, they know my crew. Cause the niggas that we jack and the bands that we blew. Fucking with the gang, we gon' pull up with them things. When we let it bang, y'all niggas can't hang. CTB, nigga, I will never change. On our lane, you will never bang a gang. Coming up as a youngin', I was always on the block. Always on the clock, cause the hustle never stops. Now I'm getting all this guap and I'm headed to the top. Getting these birds by the flock, couple by the thought. You don't want no smoke, what the fuck is Southside? My niggas out here holding big 4-5. Yeah, we from the island, that's a state of HI. And if you wanna test, nigga, come here and try.
What's your name? What's your name, nigga? What's your name? Yeah, I know your squad, I know your crew, I know your peoples, but I don't know you. Tell me what's your name? Name, nigga, what's your name? Name, nigga, what's your name? Name, nigga, what's your name?
Stupid young.
Nigga, what's your name?
Nigga, what's your name? What they call you? Oh, you from the city, we don't know you. East side, Long Beach, that's my soil. Really out here with my brothers who stay loyal. Rolling on the wrist, got a nigga feeling royal. Get your money, nigga, cause these hoes, they ain't for you. Watch how a nigga act when you tell them no. They gon' count all the favors that they did for you. But ain't nobody send me shit in that city jail. Pull up on the opposition and we bringin' hell. And they talk a tooth, they but a nigga bringin' shells. Ask about me in the streets, name ringing bells. Why you think a nigga sticking to the plan for? Why you think I'm out here grinding for the fan for? I die for everything that I stand for. Ask me where I'm from, I bang my set, that's for damn sure. So nigga, what's your name?
What's your name, nigga? What's your name? Yeah, I know your squad, I know your crew, I know your peoples, but I don't know you. Tell me what's your name? Name, nigga, what's your name? Name, nigga, what's your name? Name, nigga, what's your name? What's your name? What's your name, nigga? What's your name? Yeah, I know your squad, I know your crew, I know your peoples, but I don't know you. Tell me what's your name? Name, nigga, what's your name? Name, nigga, what's your name? Name, nigga, what's your name? Nigga, what's your name?
Damn. All right, that was What's Your Name, my man Willie G, featuring Stupid Young and Young Maine. A lot of that video was shot in Ever Beach, Hawaii, for those who may not be familiar with the landscape and whatnot. And there was some interesting cameos in that video if you know who is who. So my man Skits99 from, Halava up in the video. Also saw my man Ralph Slick in the video, along with Willie G, Stupid Young, who's out of Cali, and Young Maine. Now, what a lot of people have, asked me to convey and all of that and I kind of did last night to one of the young artists here from Hawaii, is the use of the N-word in their songs and in their videos. Now, me, myself, personally, I would love to see their creativity come up with something different to use besides that, but understanding, you know, where they all come from and how they came up and how they live, you know what I mean, it's just a thing to them. It's not meant as an insult or derogatory description of African American people. It's basically a word that the hood kind of took back and transformed into something different. So although I understand that, there are other people who, you know, just ain't feeling that. So for that reason, there were some people who told me they didn't like the song because of that. But if you from the streets, like a lot of us are, you know, you kind of understand that it just comes with the territory. And it's not meant as a diss, it's not meant as an insult. It's meant to show love to their homies, to their partners, and to their hoods, where they from. That's the main thing that I liked about the video, is that it included Willie G's entire hood damn near, and gave a lot of people an opportunity just to be a part of something special and turn the song into a hood classic. Now, for those of us who, you know, may have walked that kind of line before, you know, we know what the song is talking about, you know, just from the title, What's Your Name? You know what I mean? That, because a lot of people in hip-hop love to drop names, love to, you know, drop cities and make grandiose claims about different things that they've done, people they know, hoods they rock with, sets they down with, so on and so forth. But eventually, by doing that, especially doing that in music, somebody's going to check your file. Someone's going to check your jacket and see if you're really going to stand on what you talked about. So that's really what I understand the whole premise behind the song to be. Is it's basically putting a stamp on those who are bona fide and sending a warning out to those who, you know, trying to get clout, you know, simply by affiliation. You know, you got to earn that. You can't just get that because you know so-and-so, or you make a claim that you know so-and-so. So shouts out to everybody, man, watching on Facebook. Shout out to Miss Dee Buttons. You know, she throwing up thumb signs and 100s for the track, and it's definitely already in play on RudeBoyRadio808.com. She's also showing love to Ever Beach. So shout out to the South Side, everybody on the South Side, and Ever Beach. I guess Ever Beach, no, I wouldn't really consider Ever Beach West Side, but yeah, it's kind of out that way. So now, Miss Dee Dee Buttons made an interesting comment. She said that it's funny how people criticize new young artists on how they do their art, but they dropping all them dollars on those big artists out there that speak the same dialect. Absolutely correct. You have a lot of, you know, major label artists who use the term and justify their use of the term. On the flip side of that, you know, just playing devil's advocate, you have a lot of major label artists who might be from the hood and might not necessarily be black that don't use the song. But like I said, understanding where they come from, you know, how they move, it's not a thing. You know what I mean? It's something that's generally acceptable, you know. But for those people outside of the industry, for those people who are outside of that kind of life, you know, and don't know nothing about hood life, don't know nothing about street life, you know, they'll be quick to look down on the word and criticize it. And, you know, I've had to advocate on behalf of artists, you know, for that. Me, myself, I would love to see them, you know, come up with another way to say, you know, the exact same thing, simply due to the fact that it'll open them up to a lot more radio play in a lot of different venues and whatnot, you know, so they can get to that bag. But, you know, in time, that'll come, you know, with growth, evolution, and maturity, those things will come. So I like the video. I like the song. I definitely like the fact that, you know, one of our local hip-hop artists here got a collaboration with, you know, someone like Stupid Young. And other local hip-hop artists have done that. I mean, look at, you know, Mimi. She has the collaboration with NLE Chopper. You know what I mean? So, and she has collabos with Nomad. You know, Young Maine, who's in the video, has collaborations with mainland artists as well. Best Believe, out of Kevin Gates' camp. He has a lot of collaborations with him. He has collaborations with Stupid Young as well. In fact, Young Maine was the first Hawaii artist to bring Stupid Young to the island. So, you know, you just gotta kind of know who's who in the movement and what they're doing and how they getting down. So, you know, mad props to a cat like Young Maine, you know, who digs into his pocket and uses his own money, you know, to do those type of things. He doesn't, you know, have the backing of a label or anything like that. Neither does Willie G. You know, these cats are doing all of this out of their own pocket just to get that video done. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to think about how much that costs. But when you need quality and you have something going on that deserves that level of quality, you want to get the best to do it. And DJ Idea Films, you know, they're the best on the island right now when it comes to, you know, shooting a dope ass music video. You know, that's not taking nothing away from Gino Rocks or LZ or none of those other cats, but that's just my humble opinion, that as far as quality, concept, and presentation, Idea Films got them all beat, hands down. So, mad love going out to them, man. Mad love going out to Willie G and them. So, we're going to keep things moving right along inside the Play of the Sledge show, try to get to some more music. Don't know what's going on with these other tracks, so I'm going to try it again, man, and see what happens. Let's just try it. Nope, didn't work. So we're going to try something else, man. I got another joint from another Hawaii artist, although he no longer lives in Hawaii. And now he goes by the moniker Single Stoners Club. Those of us here in Hawaii remember him as Avion. Alright, so this is the homie Avion, aka Single Stoners Club. And this is his track called Body. And you're still inside the Play of the Sledge show with your boy Shango the Don Raga.
The things I do to your brain, I'll freak your mind from dawn until day. Just imagine what I do to your body, body, body. Ooh, your body, body, body. Ooh.
Just the thought of it make me want it. Just the thought of it make me want it. Just the thought of it make me want it. Just the thought of it make me want it.
Just a mental note. I can suck the juice out your cantaloupe. I can get it jumping like an antelope. Ain't no need for no umbrella when it rains and pours. I can freaking mind Kama Sutra. Have you in the castle like Cooper. If you need a lesson, I'm a tutor. Make a player stop and pursue ya.
I mean, you tripping and dropping.
Excuse me, do you do this often?
I mean, you tripping and dropping.
Excuse me, do you do this often?
You tripping, you dropping. You can write checks, but the ass still bouncing. I can make you crazy, make you wanna have my baby.
The things I do to your brain, I'll freak your mind from dawn until day. Just imagine what I do to your body, body, body. Ooh, your body, body, body. Ooh.
Just the thought of it make me want it. Just the thought of it make me want it. Just the thought of it make me want it. Just the thought of it make me want it.
You ain't no side piece. You be on my coconut like a palm leaf. Got me checking on it like a timesheet. I be scheming on that ass like a Ponzi. Popping my collar up like the fonts when I holler. Hey player, your talk is cheap, but mine is worth $1,000. Baby, you're scholar, your body language is knowledge. I'm trying to read all your issues so I can solve all your problems.
I mean, you tripping and dropping.
Excuse me, do you do this often?
I mean, you tripping and dropping.
Excuse me, do you do this often?
You tripping, you dropping. You can write checks, but the ass still bouncing. I can make you crazy, make you wanna have my baby.
The things I do to your brain, I'll freak your mind from dawn until day. Just imagine what I do to your body, body, body. Ooh, your body, body, body. Ooh.
All right. That was Single Stoners Club with Body. If you like the joint, hop into the comment thread. Let us know if we should continue to play it or slay it. My thoughts on the song are, for the song and the production, I probably would have liked to hear a little bit more on the production side. The track does sound a little bit thin as far as instrumentation goes. The vocals were decent. I may have wanted to use a little bit less auto-tune on the hook, simply due to the fact that in the industry it's kind of overdone in 2019. Everybody and their grandma seems to be, wanting to use auto-tune. And in some instances, it really does fit a track and enhance it. But in others, like in this case, it can kind of detract away from the natural vocals of the artist. I think if your vocals are good enough, when you sing, you don't need auto-tune. And given that, the whole track is literally being sung, I probably would have left the auto-tune out on the hook and just let people hear your natural voice. Let them hear that you can sing. Aside from that, it was produced very cleanly. It is a clean production. Everything's nicely balanced. Everything's in the pocket. But the rhythm track itself just seems a little bit thin, and that may be due to the way that the instrumentation's panned out. It could be in post mix, and that's the funny thing about mixing down tracks. Me myself, I cut my teeth using all analog instruments and all analog equipment to produce and mix. So you always had that really warm sound, that really fat sound. With going all digital and putting your music into programs like Pro Tools and Logic and different things like that, and by now we're all kind of desensitized to it, is when you drop a song down from WAV to MP3, you're going to lose a little bit of the ambiance of the original mix. If you know anything about music tracks or music files, you may have downloaded a song from somebody and it had .wav at the end, or it has .mp3 at the end, or .m4a, or .mp4. Well, MP4 is mainly for videos, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. Depending on the file format that you ultimately present the song in, WAV is a lossless format, meaning you don't lose anything. However it's mixed down, whatever's in the mix, that's what you're going to hear when you press play. No matter how many times you press play on that WAV file, you're not going to lose any ambiance or anything. With an MP3 file, the more it's downloaded, over time it's going to continue to lose. Perfect example. A CD that you ripped, I don't know, 5 years ago, depending on the lifespan of the CD, how long the CD is viable, how long it'll actually play when you put it into a CD player. If you take a CD, not one that you purchase, like a major label album, one that you burned yourself. If you take a CD from 5 years ago and put it into your computer, your CD player, whatever, and listen to it now, it's going to sound a little different. It's going to sound not as clear as it did when you originally burned that CD. So over time, MP3s, they lose their luster. They lose some of their ambiance, semblance, when you play it back. So for a song like this song, the mix should really be thick. It should be thickened up a little bit. Maybe with some additional organs or synths, maybe even some strings to really give it a more dramatic approach. But I think if the intention is just for it to be something that's played in clubs and whatnot, it probably will do the trick. But because the mix is so thin, it'll more likely than not cause people to kind of stand around and wonder, who is this? Why are they playing it? And that's not necessarily a diss. It's just that the mix is so thin, it kind of has you anticipating more and more and more as the song progresses. So that's why I say what I say when I say the mix is a little bit thin. The vocals are tight. The vocals are there. I would have just probably not used so much auto-tune on the hook. I think your vocals are good enough standing alone. They don't need no touching. You know, maybe a little reverb, a little bit of compression here and there. But other than that, it's right there. It's right there. So shouts out to my man, Single Stoners Club, a.k.a. Avion, for sending in his track. It's already in rotation on RudeboyRadio808.com. So tune in and be on the lookout for that. So now we're going to move on to my man Deuce the Shit with his track called Last Train to Paris. What I like about Deuce is a storyteller. And storytelling in hip-hop is kind of a lost art. But he does it, and he does it well. So let's get into his latest one. This is Deuce the Shit, Last Train to Paris, inside the Play of the Sled show with your boy Shango the Don Rocket.
Yeah. Alright, so yo, I'm not like good with like words and shit. I mean, I am, because you know I do this, but I don't know. It's just like really when I really got something to say, it's like only one way I know how to say it. And it's like this. Woke up late, I was stuck in a dream about my line. Fucking models and sipping on Dom Perignon. The time I had was fucking bomb. Cause it seems like every girl up in the club is getting drunk and reaching for my arm. That don't mean that I'm trying to stay. I just needed time to play to let the pain inside just fade away. It's safe to say, now I'm ready for the move. Like when Stella went and lost it and she had to find a groove. Ooh, I was moved by the culture out in Rome. Had a nigga thinking about it like I'm never going home. Yeah. Alright, so yo, I'm not like good with like words and shit. I mean, I am, cause you know I do this, but I don't know. It's just like really when I really got something to say, it's like only one way I know how to say it. And it's like this. Woke up late, I was stuck in a dream about my line. Fucking models and sipping on Dom Perignon. The time I had was fucking bomb. Cause it seems like every girl up in the club is getting drunk and reaching for my arm. That don't mean that I'm trying to stay. I just needed time to play to let the pain inside just fade away. It's safe to say, now I'm ready for the move. Like when Stella went and lost it and she had to find a groove. Ooh, I was moved by the culture out in Rome. Had a nigga thinking about it like I'm never going home. But home's always pulling at my heart like I never had a chance because she had me from the start. That don't mean that pit stops ain't authorized. I can't help but mesmerized by views of Barcelona skies. And that don't mean I'm not late to my kids. I already bought the tickets, I'm not really trying to miss this. Last train to Paris, last chance to catch this rise. Last train to Paris, last chance before I die. Last train to Paris, last chance to catch this rise. Last train to Paris, last train to Paris. I heard Paris is always beautiful year round. Should've stayed when I was there, I wouldn't fear now. Never seeing the lights in the night sky. I hate that I might die before getting the right try. But my last was my past, I mistake. Thought that I would be there for me to embrace it. Thought that I would be there for me to relate with. And now it seems that the city sees that I ain't shit. When I left, I thought bees would be more fun. Venice would be romantic, goddamn it, I'm fucking dumb. Thought I'd have more in common with Athens for the food. Thought that moving to Italy made me so cool. But it seems the grass is greener cause it's fake turf. I guess it takes the fake to show you what the real's worth. So now I'm running through this station with one wish. I bought the ticket so I'm really trying to catch this. Last train to Paris, last chance to catch this rise. Last train to Paris, last chance before I die. Last train to Paris, last chance to catch this rise. Last train to Paris, last train to Paris, last train to Paris, last chance to catch this rise. Last train to Paris,
All right. That was Deuce the Shit, Last Train to Paris. And it was literally a story about, bouncing from country to country. One thing about Deuce the Shit, he's actually in the Navy, the U.S. Navy. And, thank you for your service. But the fact that, he can take some of his military experiences and turn them into hip-hop songs is just something else altogether. Has a very effervescent personality. He does a lot of his own production. And I think that's the epitome of being an independent artist. Truly being an independent artist, from the ground level up. You're still inside the Play the Sled Show with your boy Shango the Don Raga, broadcasting live on Facebook, YouTube Live, Periscope TV, and Chew.tv.com. Now, the thing about Chew.tv is they are actually shutting down on September 16th of this year. So I only got a little bit more time to broadcast on that, and it's actually being turned over into something called BandLab Live. BandLab actually owns Chew.tv, and I guess that they want to make it a totally standalone streaming platform. So all of the episodes of the Play the Sled Show and former shows that I did, including the Momo and the Don Show, shout out to my homegirl Momo, they'll actually be removed from that server. So if you want to go back and check out prior episodes of the Play the Sled Show, you can definitely do so at Chew.tv. Just search for Rude Boy Radio 808 on Chew.tv, or just follow one of the links that I posted on Facebook or Twitter, and you'll definitely be able to get there and check out some of the prior episodes of the show and get familiar with a lot of different artists. So we're going to keep things moving right along. That was Deuce the Shit, Last Train to Paris, and it's already in rotation on rudeboyradio808.com. We're going to take a pause for the cause, pay a few bills, and when we come back, got a new joint from, this artist actually appeared on the Play the Sled Show before, Rilo the Monster. But now he's actually got a video to go with his song, If That's Your Dog. So we're going to get into that. Young brother out of the South, Rilo the Monster, If That's Your Dog. And then after that, we'll take a pause for the calls and come right back at you with more music. So hop into the comment thread. Make sure you cast your vote to play it or slay it. And we'll just keep things moving right along. So this one's from Rilo the Monster, If That's Your Dog.
Yo.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up?
Coolin', man. Oh, man, I got an issue going on.
What's up? What you need?
Man, something crazy, man. I need your help instantly, man. I need your help like ASAP.
Bet, I'm on my way.
Bet.
Alright.
Mommy, if you got the beats.
Yeah. Really made. If that's your dog, you better pray for him. If that's your dog, you better pray for him. If that's your dog, you better pray for him. If that's your dog, you better pray for him. If that's your dog, you better pray for him. Hop in the whip when he caught and load the K for him. If a nigga try to slide him, bet I spray for him. If that's your dog, you better pray for him. If that's your dog, you better pray for him. Hop in the whip when he call and load the K for him. If a nigga try to slide him, bet I spray for him. If that's your dog, you better pray for him. If that's your dog, you better pray for him. If you my dog, then I'm your dog, and ain't no changing with me. If you gon' ride, then I'm gon' ride, I keep that banger with me. I been keeping it 100, don't be a stranger to me. Nigga saying that he real, but then he changed up on me. He kept that fire on his hip, but wouldn't bang it for me. I keep the stick up in the whip, now watch me bang it on him. These niggas claiming that they riding, they slam, but they be lying, dog. I'ma keep this shit 100, these niggas be hiding, dog. If I got it, then you got it. I made a whole 100,000, you ain't got this. You ain't no gangster, nigga, stop it. I was down when you was bombing. We gon' keep this shit 100. Turn nothing into something, yeah. We gon' keep this shit 100, yeah. turn nothing into something. Yeah. If that's your dog, you better pray for him. Hop in the whip when he call and load the K for him. If a nigga try to slide him, bet I spray for him. If that's your dog, you better pray for him. If that's your dog, you better pray for him. Hop in the whip when he call and load the K for him. If a nigga try to slide him, bet I spray for him. If that's your dog, you better pray for him. If that's your dog, you better pray for him. Life's ups and downs, they come and go. Don't change the fact, I pray for my bros. Life's ups and downs, they come and go. But through it all, I pray for my bros. If that's your dog, you better pray for him. If that's your dog, you better pray for him. If that's your dog, you better pray for him. If that's your dog, you better pray for him. Life's ups and downs, they come and go. But through it all, I prayed for my bros.
Sand and blue skies. Hashtag lucky we live HI. I'ma sing this song like I'm Bruno and rap the 808 just so you know, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you work too hard to stay in traffic. Bought a house and paid for a mansion. Hawaiian time, but there's no relaxing. I'ma text you so you gotta check your phone. And if your other half gets jealous, tell them to stay home. Cause we just want a good time. We just want a good time. I'ma sing this song like I'm Bruno and rap the 808 just so you know, yeah. Real hot in the
All right. What's good? It's your boy Shango the Don Rocker back with you inside the Play of the Sled show. Big special shout out to my man Big T's. Terrence Helms, boy, what's good with you? Want to thank you for tuning in to the Facebook Live broadcast as well as Nicole Milling. Thank you so much for tuning in, checking out the show. To my man Daniel Kalka, I will check on that, and if I do have it, I will do my best to get it on before the end of tonight's broadcast. But if I don't get it on tonight, don't be dismayed, because the Play of the Sled show will definitely air your song so everybody can check it out and weigh in on whether or not we should play it or slay it. For those of you just joining the broadcast, the whole premise of the Play It or Slay It show is to showcase and feature brand new original music from emerging artists, not only from right here in the great 808 state, but from the mainland as well. So you'll be exposed to all different types of music here. It is not limited to just hip-hop. We also feature R&B, pop, reggae, reggaeton, if we can ever get any. All kinds of original music. And you as the audience can weigh in on the songs by jumping into the comment threads on our Facebook Live feed, YouTube Live, Periscope TV, or Chew.tv as well. And give your constructive criticism to the artist if you choose to play it, meaning we will take the song and add it to our rotation on rudeboyradio808.com or slay it, and provide some constructive feedback for the artist to take the song back into the lab, improve it, or give it up altogether, whichever the case may be. So we're going to keep things moving right along with the music. So far we've seen tracks from my man Action from the 20 Birds Camp featuring Josh Sun out of Maui with their track called 808 All Day. We've heard from Willie G, another Hawaiian native, with Stupid Young out of Cali, and Young Maine, another Hawaii artist, with their joint called What's Your Name. We've heard from my man Sincere Scott, doing big things from Texas to other parts of the mainland, now going by the name Sincerely Yours with his R&B track She Holds It Down. And also my man Lord Jordan, one half of the Wavy Souls, with his joint called Drop It, and Deuce the Shit and his joint called Last Train to Paris. Can't forget about my man Avion, aka Single Stoners Club, with his brand new song, Body. And as we continue to move along, this one comes to us from some gentlemen out of the Vegas area, coming out of Nevada. One Night featuring RJ, and it's called I Want Money. Now, I'll be the first to admit, when I first heard the song, I thought the delivery was dated. But as I continue to listen, I got it. So hopefully you'll get it too. But this is from One Night featuring RJ, and it's called I Want Money. You're listening to it all and watching it all inside the Play of the Sled show with your man, Shango the Don Rocker.
One night, I'm trying to get it, I gotta stack it, I gotta get it, man. I want money, lots of money, and don't be asking me why, That Bill Gates money, that Oprah Winfrey money, that Lil Wayne money, Young Money, Cash Money, that Jay-Z money, that Mayweather money, that Rick Ross money, made back, motivated by the money, trying to get richer, being paid, changing status, being took a perfect pictures, dollars speak with no voice, but we heard clear and loud, seen it make a difference ever since I was a child, so right then I started chasing, letting money escape me, my eyes on my hand, and what I see is what I'm taking, that money brings on the hating, girls gon' start to shaking, hearts that started bragging, no risk that I'm taking, start thinking money, not letting it fold, perfecting my craft, getting paid, getting cold, turn stacks of money straight into gold, basic and rich, I records I sold, rich hard and rich skills and rich ways and rich sip, so nigga gotta see how rich feel, nigga gotta make some rich still, so I want money, lots of money, and don't be asking me why, that Bill Gates money, that Oprah Winfrey money, that Lil Wayne money, Young Money, Cash Money, that Jay-Z money, that Mayweather money, that Rick Ross money, made back stacks money, I'm a real soldier boy, wanted more than these, became a rich boy, getting had cash, but you know I stay humble, trying to stack cash, not stop on a certain number, so more money, more problem, but cash shows seen to solve them, gotta overwobble, make anyone drop them, guilty the innocent, when the one that's sentencing, see dollar signs, no evidence, just being frames to settle this, you niggas don't try that, caught them cases, all disappear with a few been faces, seen thing vanish with a sign, no traces, cross the board with all type of races, trying to see them money talks and OJ and sick walks, trying to get rich like 7 cents, come all dead, press talk, I want money, lots of money, and don't be asking me why, that Bill Gates money, that Oprah Winfrey money, that Lil Wayne money, Young Money, Cash Money, that Jay-Z money, that Mayweather money, that Rick Ross money, made back boss money, that real money, talking show money, that first single, that blow money, that dope boy, stay fresh money, that wherever you wanna go money, flashlights, that Vegas money, that no prenup, lead COVID money, that Mayweather sleep pack money, I'm retired now, feel jack money, get the bottles coming all night money, put a shots up, Patron money, that girl's alright there, but makeup money, Nas money, just stop the fountain, cash money, Bentley, off the lot money, lawyer paid, love, so I see inside love, no jail money, money change lie like the lies verse spitting, say they hustle for the money they getting, say it's freestyle when they shit really written, go against me, my nigga, you killing that life, man, you ain't pop that, my bars cost you piss that, talking dead president, my Rushmore, rich like that, so I want money, lots of money, and don't be asking me why, that Bill Gates money, that Oprah Winfrey money, that Lil Wayne money, Young Money, Cash Money, that Jay-Z money, that Mayweather money, that Rick Ross money, made back boss money.
Alright, it's your boy Shango the Don Rocker. That was One Night featuring RJ, I Want Money. Like I said, the first few times that I checked out this song, it kind of had to grow on me because I felt like the lyrical delivery was dated. I thought the concept was kind of played out. But then as I listened and kept listening to the lyrics, I kind of really got the message he was trying to convey. And you can dig into it in a lot of different ways, but the way that I dug into it that made it make the most sense to me was when we're talking about accumulating wealth, especially in our community, our community. Normally we equate wealth with money, but wealth doesn't always equal money. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people have money, but they just have it to have it. They spend it on a lot of dumb shit, cars and jewelry, and that's all well and good. If it retains value and that's the reason why you're making the purchase, that makes sense. But more often than not, that's not the case. People get a lot of money and they blow it on these things, these items that don't accrue any value. They just diminish in value over time and just wind up throwing it out into the rubbish bin. As opposed to if you buy property or business or gold, diamonds, different things that retain value over time. So I get the hidden message in what he's saying. And that's the kind of way that I dug into it, is that, if we're going to accumulate wealth, let's make sure that we understand why we're trying to, get the money. Money ain't money until it's spent. That's the way I was taught. That's the way I was raised. So I'm not a person that's motivated solely by money or getting money. In my view, wealth means choices. As you get older in life, you start to equate your money, your monetary wealth, with choices. With money, you can choose where your kids go to school. With money, you can choose where you get your health care. With money, you can choose your diet, and that's really, really important to us as well. With money, you have the ability to obtain legal representation when you're going into business or fighting a court case or whatever the case may be. So money means a lot of different things to a lot of different people, but that's how I equate wealth and the purpose in having wealth. Wealth means choices and having the ability to make your own choices instead of having those choices made for you. Now, but that's enough for tonight. A big shout out to everybody that's tuning in via Facebook Live. Honey Kahali Vibe was good. Big shout out to Nicole Milling for tuning in and checking it out. My man Terrence Hallams, aka Big T's, all the way out there on the west side of the mainland United States, doing his thing. Devious DD Buttons, who's been in here for a hot minute, chiming in on how she felt about some of the songs and giving artists that good feedback. Daniel Kalka, who I know is an artist. I am going to check for your song. Don't worry about that. But in the meantime, we're going to keep things moving, man. We got to keep this train rolling. Now, this is a video pick of my own. It's not in to be voted on or anything like that. And before I play it, again, I'm throwing out the disclaimer that on the playback of this live stream, the audio on some of the music videos will more likely than not be muted. And that's due to the fact that as artists submit their songs to third-party distributors, whether they be TuneCore, DistroKid, whoever, the contractual relationships that those companies have with Facebook gives those companies the right to upload those songs into their software. The software tracks song plays across the internet. So depending on how the song is tracked, if I don't have permission from that third-party company, even though the artist is giving me permission to play their video or play their song on this platform, if I don't have permission from that third-party company to play the song, 9 times out of 10 they're going to mute it because they're going to recognize that the content does not specifically belong to me by copyright. So just throwing that disclaimer out there, but don't be dismayed. We simulcast this show not only on Facebook Live, but you can also catch it on YouTube Live. Just go to the Rude Boy Radio 808 YouTube channel, and you can find the videos of this show. The platform Play It or Slay It 808. You can also catch it on Periscope TV through Twitter. You can also catch it on Chew.tv. Chew like you chewing food. CHEW.tv. Now the only thing about Chew.tv is they are planning to shut down that platform as of September 19th. So after September 19th, all of the videos from previous episodes of this show will be removed from that server. But don't worry, they're bringing it back up as BandLab Live, and we'll still have that alternative platform to stream to. So we don't just send it to Facebook Live, because we know how Facebook feels about musical content that doesn't necessarily belong to the people presenting it. All right. So with that being said, we're going to keep things moving along to Shango's video pick of the week. This is my man Just Jules with his joint called Venom. Let's get into it.
Appreciate the homage. Hey, look, I got my man Jules about to come on, so we want to give him a little round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no, that's a little weak. Can we give him a big round of applause than that? Yo! I think I might have heard about 4 or 5 little claps, but that worked. All right? So look, we just don't pay homage. These rappers work a lot hard. They work hard on their craft. We want to make sure we pay and give them respect, all right? If you love white, let me get up. Yo! If you're having a good time, let me get up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If you came in and teach June, let me get up. Jump, jump.
Juice.
Skirt off in a denim, yeah. She a thotty, got a body, do Pilates, yeah. Go to party, sip a party, that's my type, yeah. Only for the night, only for the night. Run it up, yeah. I can't run enough, yeah. Run it up, yeah. I can't run enough, yeah. Run it up, yeah. I can't run enough, yeah. She a thotty, got a body, do Pilates, yeah. Run it up, yeah. I can't run enough, yeah. She a thotty, got a body, do Pilates, yeah. Go to party, sip a party, that's my type, yeah. Only for the night, only for the night. Run it up, yeah, I can't run enough, yeah. Frozen in my 48, cause my cup is 48. I do this like every day, I'm so hurt I medicate. I can catch no Medicaid, I crush speed like letter shake. Bitches love me like I'm Bieber, I'm so hot I gave her fever. Pat her, damn it, please her Bieber. I might talk but don't believe her. Let her kiss my black and keys her black and my old always smoking purple be my lips, ayy. And they match my face, ayy. Hurricane my drip, ayy. Flip them then I switch, ayy. She a thotty, got a body, do Pilates, yeah. Go to party, sip a party, that's my type, yeah. Only for the night, only for the night. Run it up, yeah. I can't run enough, yeah. Run it up, yeah. I can't run enough, yeah. Run it up, yeah. I can't run enough, yeah. She a thotty, got a body, do Pilates, yeah. Run it up, yeah. I can't run enough, yeah. She a thotty, got a body, do Pilates, yeah. Go to party, sip a cardi, that's my type, yeah. Only for the night, only for the night. Run it up, yeah. I can't run enough, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I've had this problem.
Big problem.
I really needed
a good DJ.
And I kept searching.
And searching.
There are so many choices.
It's really hard to find one that has all the things on my list.
But I finally did it.
Yes. Thank you.
If you were looking for one as well,
look no further.
Here's a really good one.
Just use mine.
Use mine.
I'm very satisfied.
Definitely recommend.
Problem gone.
Thank you.
This my favorite song, turn it up.
Coming all the way out of Los Angeles, California, this is Whoa. Alright, that was the group Whoa, all the way out of Los Angeles, California, with their track, The Weeknd song, man. One thing I love about Whoa is they always have that vibe, that fun, positive, hype, party energy kind of vibe. And they stick to the old school. When I talk to the two members of the group, it's actually a guy and a girl. When I've talked to them on, we had a conversation one day via Facebook Messenger, and I was talking with them about the concepts that they always bring forth in their music. They always pay homage to where a lot of today's music comes from. So you probably recognized that rhythm track that was in the background. And then they dig in the crates and pull up these dope ass tracks from the late 80s, the early 90s, and redo it in a way that's fresh, new, and fun. And that's the one thing that a lot of cats are missing out on in the game as far as music goes. there are 4 tenets to hip hop. The 4 pillars of hip hop are love, peace, unity, and having fun. So some of those elements are missing, in a lot of the music that comes out of the hip hop arena, man, because there's not a lot of love being shown all the time. It's all about, just being selfish. I'm gonna get mine. You got to get yours, and if I do get mine, I'm not telling you how I got it. The peace is starting to come back, thank God. And then the unity, well, we could talk for days on that. And the having fun, it's just a key element that's been missing, but I think some cats are starting to get it, and you can hear it in music from artists like Tory Lanez, if you listen to Broke Leg, City Girls. Yeah, they talk a lot of trash, but it's really just 2 girls having fun on hip-hop beats. You could dig into Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah, she about getting money, so is Cash Doll. But when you really break it down, they just talking trash. They're just having fun. So that's the element of the game that you always need to kind of tie back into. And I have a weakness for old school too. Shout out to Miss Deevy's DD Buttons. Shout out to my cousin Anthony, who was in here a little bit earlier. My man Daniel, that's still with us. And those of you watching on YouTube Live, Periscope TV, or KRUD-DB. And as again, I got to throw out that disclaimer that the playback on this live broadcast may be muted in some areas due to the contractual relationships that some of the artists have with third-party distributors. Nothing I can do about that. But we simulcast on YouTube Live, Periscope.tv, and KRUD-DB. So you can watch the entire broadcast there unmolested with no mute points or anything like that. So if you miss something on Facebook Live, just head over there to KRUD-DB or Periscope.tv via Player to Slay at 808, or on YouTube. It'll be on the Rude Boy Radio 808 YouTube account. So make sure you subscribe to that YouTube account when you go over there. Getting back to the music. Man, let's see what we're going to come up with next. This is actually the homie D Sloan, all the way out of Texas, D Sloan all the way out of the West Coast with his joint All Day. So shouts out to my man D Sloan. Let's get into this one, All Day. Kind of gives me that Kendrick Lamar type of vibe, but let's see how y'all like it. This is D Sloan, All Day.
I want this like anything less than 10 times 10 is unacceptable. Make sure what you're doing in life, you go all in or nothing at all. They will always try to defeat you, but you gotta stay motivated and navigate through the fakeness. You understand me? Let's get it. This is heavy worldwide, I be dropping. Yeah, they wanting me to quit, but I ain't stopping. 2 gamed up, keep my shoes laced up. Sloan zone, let me show you how to boss up. Make this look easy like a layup. Been played for a fool, but I stayed up. Self-motivate, self-navigate. Keep my grass cut low so I can see the snakes. Every OG I appreciate. I've been soaking up game, that's my mind frame. Making up plays each and every day. I gotta get to it, no play. When you get into it, no time to waste. Tryna block blessings, get up out the way. I can't trust no skill. Everybody I'm around, stay trio. All day. When the yaper come around, I'm around. When the yaper come around, I'm around. I'm just saying. All day. 24/7, 365. I'm on my grind. Homie, I be getting mine. All day. When the yaper come around, I'm around. When the yaper come around, I'm around. I'm just saying. All day. 24/7, 365. I'm on my grind. Homie, I be getting mine. All day. They'd rather see me rotting in a jail cell. Or 6 feet deep when the smoke clears. Family on my mind. Money on my mind. I invested in myself, bruh. It's game time. I own all my masters, that's bossing. True. All independent, I'm awesome. True. In Fashion Nova, she killing them. True. She wanna be saved, I'm not feeling it. That ain't my job, I ain't Billy Bob. Go find another, you can try to ride. Making power moves on IG. Longevity, hella high key. Setting up things for the future. I will never ever live fruit. Trying to stop me, that's just not smart. Making my music from the heart, from the start. All day. When the yaper come around, I'm around. When the yaper come around, I'm around. I'm just saying. All day. 24/7, 365. I'm on my grind. Homie, I be getting mine. All day. When the yaper come around, I'm around. When the yaper come around, I'm around. I'm just saying. All day. 24/7, 365. I'm on my grind. Homie, I be getting mine. All day. All day. All day. All day. All day.
Alright, it's your boy Shango the Don Rocker. You're still inside the Play of the Sled show. That was the big homie D Sloan with All Day. Another positive track telling you to motivate and navigate. It's definitely getting played on RudeBoyRadio808.com. I hope you guys enjoy it. Now, this is the part of the Play of the Sled show that I don't really have a lot of love for. Is, you know, having to keep it real with one of the artists. So my man Daniel Kalka, or Kalashnikov, you had sent us a track called Crazy, and that night on the Play of the Sled show that we originally played the track, a lot of the artists and a lot of the people watching were giving you some feedback, and the nature of the feedback was that, you know, obviously English is a second language for you, and when you are doing a genre of music like hip-hop, being understood as far as the context of the words that you're using. Oh shit. What the hell just happened? Well, looks like the Facebook live stream just kind of dropped out on its own. You see, this is the type of fuckery that I'm talking about with Facebook. Because the stream is active on every other place. But on Facebook Live, it just decided to drop smooth the hell out. And that just makes no damn sense. No sense. So if I go here and check on YouTube, which I'm doing, let me make sure I'm on the right YouTube account. Yep, there I am. And then go to my YouTube channel, which I'm doing. Then go to my YouTube channel, which I'm doing. There we are on YouTube and every other place. So what I don't get is how it can just drop smooth the hell out. That just does not make any goddamn sense to me at all. So, boy, goddamn Facebook, I tell you. So maybe that's my cue to end the show here, but for the benefit of that artist, Daniel Kalka, or Kalashnikov, what you really have to work on is your ability to utilize English and slang or vernacular in the proper context. And as we listen to the song, you could tell that that's not something that comes inherently natural to you. So keep working. Don't stop working. Keep working. And you're going to get there, man. You're definitely going to get there. But for what you sent, I in good faith, I can't do that to you and put it on Rude Boy Radio 808. And definitely, you know, you've got some talent. You just need to keep working. So just bear that in mind as I sit here and try to figure out exactly what the hell just happened to our Facebook live stream. It just kind of dropped out, you know. This is the part of the Play of the Sled show that I don't. Facebook Live has done it again. They have done it again, bro. Oh, it's some bullshit. So, in the meantime, while I figure this out, we will keep the music moving right along. And this joint is from my man Astro Guillotine featuring Toxic, and it's called Dos Mas.
Okay. Really? Oh, alright. I'll be right there. Bro. Remember that one girl? Yeah. With the the booty.
Yes.
I gotta go see her now.
We're about to shoot a video.
She only here for the night.
It's Dose Moss.
I mean, you can get 2 dots too, but I got one that I gotta attend to.
You were gonna smoke with me.
I know I wasn't. But anyways, I'll see you later though.
I need 2 more shots, 2 more thoughts. Monopoly money, I need 2 more blocks. Ooh, when the mains in the game link. Everything like chain link. 2 more blunts, 4 doors, 2 stunts. Back out, ghost riding in the front. Back out, ghost riding in the front. Back out, ghost riding in the front. Gas break deal, break me off a chill. Ric Flair, drip, go figure 4 flip. Ass so fat, fucking her around trill. Said she glad this night, it got the acting like a pill. Got the swag from my daddy, got the juice from my mama. Older sister put me on and said I owe no one $1. Been running shit, what you know about sanitation? Nigga barely getting letters. What you know about visitation? Is she bougie? I oozy, smashing out and dipping. I is goofy, boo, please. You done reach your limit. 2 more blunts, 4 doors, 2 stunts, more scores, new punts, hors d'oeuvres, fruit punch. I need 2 more shots, 2 more thoughts. Monopoly money, I need 2 more blocks. Ooh, when the mains in the game link. Everything like chain link. 2 more blunts, 4 doors, 2 stunts. Back out, ghost riding in the front. Back out, ghost riding in the front. Back out, ghost riding in the front. Up late just to be up one. I ain't finished with the pack, but the re-up done. I ain't going to the back, time to eat up front. Motivate, gold rap, they can't fake J son. Me and Fable blunted back to back. Pearl City on the map. So high I get, might toe tie a cliff. She hop off, jack off, call it ghost ride the dick. I don't really need it, I just want it. Smoke her out the mode like an opponent. Put her on the pony, told her ride it out. Back up, back in, power glide it out. I need 2 more shots, 2 more thoughts. Monopoly money, I need 2 more blocks. Ooh, when the mains in the gang link. Everything like chain link. 2 more blunts, 4 doors, 2 stunts. Back out, ghost riding in the front. Back out, ghost riding in the front. Back out, ghost riding in the front.
All right, man, we are back. It's still the Play of the Sled show, and the Facebook live stream is now back up. Ask me why did it drop? I can't tell you, other than that's just some of the fuckery you got to deal with when you don't own anything. But that was my man Astro Guillotine and Toxic. Their joint called Dos Mas. And for those of you that are rejoining the Facebook live stream, I do appreciate it. Just let me go to Facebook Live real quick and see if anybody jumped back on. And it does look like, at least one person jumped back on. All right. So now that we got that back running, we'll just do a quick repeat of Astro Guillotine featuring Toxic, Dos Mas, for the benefit of the artists and those who were watching. Let's get it.
Okay. Oh, really? Oh, alright. I'll be right there. Bro, remember that one girl?
Yeah.
With the booty?
Yes.
I gotta go see her now.
We're about to shoot a video.
She only here for the night.
It's Dose Moss.
I mean, you can get 2 dots too, but I got one that I gotta attend to.
You were gonna smoke with me.
I know I wasn't. But anyways, I'll see you later though.
I need 2 more shots, 2 more thoughts. Monopoly money, I need 2 more blocks. Ooh. When the mains in the game link, everything like chain link. 2 more blunts, 4 doors, 2 stunts. Back out, ghost riding in the front. Back out, ghost riding in the front. Back out, ghost riding in the front. Gas break deal, break me off a chill. Rick Flair, drip go, figure 4 flip. Ass so fat, fucking her around trill. Said she glad this night and got the acting like a pill. Got the swag from my daddy, got the juice from my mama. Older sister put me on and said I owe no one $1. Been running shit. What you know about sanitation? Nigga barely getting letters. What you know about visitation? Is she bougie? I oozy. Smashing out and dipping. I is goofy. Boo, please. You done reach the limit. 2 more blunts, 4 doors, 2 stunts, more scores, new punts, hors d'oeuvres, fruit punch. I need 2 more shots, 2 more thoughts. Monopoly money, I need 2 more blocks. Ooh, when the mains in the game link, everything like chain link. 2 more blunts, 4 doors, 2 stunts. Back out, ghost riding in the front. Back out, ghost riding in the front. Back out, ghost riding in the front. Up late just to be up one. I ain't finished with the pack, but the re-up done. I ain't going to the back, time to eat up front. Motivate, gold rap, they can't fake J son. Me and Fable blunted back to back. Pearl City on the map. So high I get, might toe tie a cliff. She hop off, jack off, call it ghost ride the dick. I don't really need it, I just want it. Smoke her out the mo like an opponent. Put her on the pony, told her ride it out. Back up, back in, power glide it out. I need 2 more shots, 2 more thoughts. Monopoly money, I need 2 more blocks. Ooh, when the mains in the game link, everything like chain link. 2 more blunts, 4 doors, 2 stunts. Back out, ghost riding in the front. Back out, ghost riding in the front. Back out, ghost riding in the front.
All right, man, we are back, and thank you to those who were watching via Facebook Live and rejoined on the Facebook Live page. Why it disconnected, why it stopped streaming, shit, your guess is as good as mine. It's just some of the fuckery you got to deal with when you're dealing with Facebook and the crazy way that their platform operates. That was my man Astro Guillotine featuring Toxic, and their joint was called Dos Mas, or 2 More. As you can see from the video, they had a lot of fun with the track. The cameo in the beginning with Astro Guillotine and Lord Jordan from the Wavy Souls just goes to show that whenever you see these guys on stage, it is always a hell of a performance. They really put it all out there when they're on stage as artists. I've had the pleasure of watching these guys perform live on numerous occasions, and they always go all in on stage. So if you live here in Hawaii and you see their name pop up on a flyer somewhere, you know, treat yourself to a good show and go see them on stage while they're doing their thing. There was a lot of artists from the Curbside Worldwide movement in that video. You saw the female MC and songstress No Shade. She was the young lady with the big afro. Mesmer, the white dude. Shout out to Mesmer, and he dropped his album not too long ago. I think it's called Roller Coaster of Emotions or something like that. So look for him, Mesmer, Mezmer. There was Black Lout was in the video, I think. Matt Thompson. So pretty much the entire Curbside Worldwide camp was in that video. And again, these aren't videos being done, you know, with the money of a record label or the money of you know, some big PR company or something like that. These guys are doing everything out of their own pocket. So when you say hungry, starving artists, Hawaii artists, especially if they're doing hip-hop music, yes, they are hungry and starving because they got to clock in on the 9 to 5 and still try to, you know, do what they do musically out of their own pocket. So show them love whenever you can, however you can. Now, before the stream dropped out, I started talking to an artist who had sent us a track last week, or I think it was actually closer to 3 weeks ago on the Play of the Sled show. Young brother Daniel Kalka, aka Kalashnikov, and he has sent us this track called Crazy. When we played the track, there were a lot of artists on the stream, some producers, some DJs, and they all kind of provided a lot of feedback with regards to your song. So this is the part of the show that I don't like, is giving constructive feedback, because the song will not be picked up and put into rotation on RudeboyRadio808.com, and I'm going to tell you why. It's obvious that English is a second language for you, and it doesn't diminish your passion for the music. It doesn't diminish your desire to be good at what you do. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is, do not stop. Keep working. Keep trying. Keep pushing. The important thing that I want you to take away from what I'm about to tell you is, when you are speaking English as a second language, there's a lot of different colloquialisms and vernacular and slang that you'll pick up. The problem that I see within the song that you sent in called Crazy is that you are using some words out of context, which totally changes the meaning of what you were attempting to say, and your cadence is off in a few places. So you just really need to work on your diction, your intonation, and your tone. Don't force your voice, because it sounds like in places you're forcing yourself to sound like what you think other people sound like. And when it translates into what you're doing, it makes your flow seem strained. I guess that's the word that I can use that best describes it. So what I want to encourage you to do is to continue to work on learning how to use English in different contexts. If you're going to use a lot of slang, and that's inherent to doing a genre of music like hip-hop or rap, you really got to understand the slang that you're using, because it sounds out of place in a lot of different parts of the song. So because of that, I don't want to do you an injustice or a disservice by putting the song on the platform and no one's really going to like it, and wind up, talking a bunch of unnecessary shit. So to save you from that part of it, what I would rather do is give you some constructive feedback that you can use, take back to the studio, rework this song, because I like the concept. I do like the concept of the song, because we all feel that way. People making us crazy with a whole bunch of unnecessary BS. And I like the way that you put it together. It's just that in the delivery of it, a lot of your initial intention in the concept of your song is going to be lost. So go back into the studio, rework the song, make your delivery cleaner, and get a lot of second opinions, not just from people, that's your homeboys or whatever, but people who can help you clean up the song with regards to the way you're using the slang and the way you're pronouncing some words and delivering some words. Your accent is really super thick, so it's going to be important for you to be really clear with what you say so people understand the words that you're using. So go back into the studio with the song. The production is solid. Whoever you're using, for your studio time, that's all good. But what you really want to do is bounce your lyrics off other people so they can help you structure them and get those words in line, especially the slang that you're using, so that it all makes perfect sense. But at this time, I'm not going to put it on Rude Boy Radio 808. Just take it back, rework it. That's not dissing you. That's not saying you suck, because you don't. You just need to work on your use of the English language. That's all. That's all. And if you can clean that up and master that, you're going to be a bad motherfucker. No doubt. So shout out to everybody tuning in. Shout out to Larry Jones from LL. I appreciate you tuning in and watching. This is the Play of the Sled show, where we feature and showcase music from up-and-coming artists from all over, not only the great 808 state, but the mainland United States as well. We had a few little technical issues tonight. Nothing that could be helped on this end, but I think everything's managed to work itself out. So the time now is 8:56 p.m. So we got about time for one more song. And a quick disclaimer, I'm going to keep throwing it out, that is on the playback of the videos of this live stream on Facebook Live. On the playback of it, a lot of the audio on some of the music videos is more likely than not going to be muted. That has nothing to do with Rude Boy Radio 808, the Play of the Sled show, or myself, or my equipment. Is due to the fact that a lot of the artists have opted out for monetization of their videos and songs and sync licensing. So when they make these agreements with the third-party distributors, they are basically giving them permission to upload those songs into their software. And that software scans the internet for their songs being played. That's not a diss to the artists, because they should be doing that in order to get their royalty money. But the downside of it is, when I play the song on this platform, whether it be the actual song or whether it be the video, during the live stream, y'all will see and hear everything just fine. But on the playback of it, like if you come onto the Facebook Live page tomorrow and click play when you see that this stream was live, 9 times out of 10 you'll hear me talking just fine. But when it comes to the music video, you'll probably hear the first 2 seconds of it, and then it's going to be muted. It's not, hopefully it doesn't do that with every single video, because I had actually taken my time and gone through and picked out those videos or those songs that were being muted, and I wasn't going to play them at all. I was just going to play the ones that didn't get muted. But for some reason, it didn't work out that way tonight. But it'll definitely be handled on the next broadcast of the show, which I'm debating doing one tomorrow night. But I don't know. I might want to step out, go somewhere, do something. So, so we'll see how it goes. So we're going to play the last song of the night, man. And it will be, drum roll please. You can put the drum roll in your mind. It will be, who will it be? It will be, let's see if one of these files is working. I'm going to try Mac Farm real quick. 1 second. So if nothing else, that'll give you an indication of the bullshit I've been dealing with tonight. But we're going to work it all out, man. It'll work itself out. So we're going to end the night with some Black Lout. Should we do Black Lout or should we do Josh Sun? Either way, I know that the video is probably going to get muted on the playback. So let's actually do Josh Sun with his joint called Fresh. Paying homage to the old school. Josh Sun, all the way out of Maui, paying homage to the old school, which I like and which I know you guys will appreciate. The name of the song is Fresh.
Yo, my grind's tough, hard as hell, and even though my mind's numb, I'll make some shit that you can feel, and not just for a deal or it's trending in appeal. I do it for the true head, sharp enough to steal, humble and I use it, harnessing the skill, driven and I prove that every time I kill a verse. Yo, I'm on course, search through the contours, crevices and cracks. I've come so fucking far that I'm never going back. Ain't afraid of more scars or to work hard, and that's actually how this is happening now. Manifest in the flesh. The rest is just a test, the best can never rest. 2 turntables and a mic, I'm fresh. Watch me get it live with the rhyme finesse. 2 turntables and a mic, I'm fresh. The DJ cuts it up while we rockin' the set. Yo, 2 turntables and a mic, I'm fresh. Watch me get it live with the rhyme finesse. 2 turntables and a mic, I'm fresh. The DJ cuts it up while we rockin' the set. When I spit these fucking bars, my essence is expressed. Make you feel the energy that's captured in the text, extracted from my head, a vessel to connect. The realest thing I know is controlling my breath. I get the rhythm flowing when unfolding the depths. I'm jumping all in without knowing what's next, but what I'm holding is golden. That's how I cope with the stress, and it's my therapy, not to boast and impress, and that's the realest. turntables and I might come fresh. Watch me get it live with the rhyme finesse. 2 turntables and I might come fresh. The DJ cuts it up while we rockin' the set. Yo, 2 turntables and I might come fresh. Watch me get it live with the rhyme finesse. 2 turntables and I might come fresh. The DJ cuts it up while we rockin' the set. When I command the flow, I'm like a rabid animal that can ravage your savage your soul. When I'm on the roll, make your mind explode. Rhythmatic splatter out of control. Yo, I shatter the mold. Fell off the wagon, now I'm back on that road. No slacking on bones. So what you gather from the chatter of those who got something to say? Been grinding for the HI, paving the way. Josh Sun coming through, saving the day. 2 turntables and I might come fresh. Watch me get it live with the rhyme finesse. 2 turntables and I might come fresh. The DJ cuts it up while we rockin' the set. Yo, 2 turntables and I might come fresh. Watch me get it live with the rhyme finesse. 2 turntables and I might come fresh. The DJ cuts it up while we rockin' the set.
Well, damn. And there you have it, man. Another episode of the Player the Sled Show with your boy Shingo the Don Rago. Mad love going out to everybody that tuned in via Facebook Live, YouTube Live. I see that people are still watching on KRUD-DB and Periscope TV at Rude Boy Radio 808. We do this each and every Wednesday and Thursday. On Wednesday nights, we start the broadcast at 8 p.m. and go to 10. And Thursday nights, we go from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. I'm actually thinking about expanding the broadcast to a few more days, but we'll see how things go. If you're an artist and you want to have your music video featured on the platform, or you'd like to have your song featured on the platform, you can email it to playerthesled808@gmail.com. You see it scrolling beneath. Or you can get at me via Instagram at playerthesled808.com. Just shoot me a DM. Let me know where I can find the video or the links to your songs, and I'll do my best to get it on over the course of the program. The premise of the platform is to give you, the artist, constructive feedback that comes directly from a listening and viewing audience of people that you don't know. Not your homies, not your girlfriends, boyfriends, close partners, or whatever that are always going to kiss your butt and tell you that everything that you do is great. No, we want the real feedback. Shout out to Miss Divas DD Buttons on that last joint, Josh Sun Fresh. She wants the hat, and so do I. And she definitely says play it, and we definitely will on RudeBoyRadio808.com. So if you haven't done so already, be sure to download our free mobile app. It's available on the Google Store and on the App Store. You can download it, RudeBoyRadio808.com. If you already have the TuneIn mobile app on your phone or your iOS device or other listening device, you can just do a search for RudeBoyRadio808.com. We play the most local hip-hop and R&B than any other station, whether it be terrestrial or online. We play the most of it. So with all of that being said, man, that's going to be it for tonight. Stay tuned to the Player the Sled Facebook page for announcements about upcoming events featuring a lot of these artists, as well as whether or not we're going to expand the days of broadcasting this platform, because I think a lot of people enjoy it, especially when you never knew that we had it going on like that in Hawaii, right? So you guys have yourselves a good night. Be good, be safe, be blessed, and I'll catch y'all next time.